Hello there, and welcome to the third Natlan stream. The goal for this one will be to just continue on with the Natlan main story. And yeah, that's basically it. We do have played through Act 1, which was a little bit sad at the ending. But now we're going to be looking forward to Act 2, which will be the second act that they added. They added 2 in total, so we are basically halfway through the main story, I guess. And it's gonna be very interesting to see like what the rest, what the remaining Natlan story has to offer for us. I'm supposed to be waiting for 2 days, but that's really not what we are doing. Luckily, we can't skip ahead. I guess we're gonna have to do that. Can I jump onto this? I guess I can. Don't mind me, I guess. When we are up there, we'll just skip ahead with the timing mechanism thingy. And yeah, anyway, Natlan's been going kind of cool for the time being. Oh wait, hang on. I did not. Oh, well, I do at least have a reason now to go up, actually go up and up there. And please do not fall down. Thank you very much. Where am I stuck? Okay. Well, there you go. Didn't expect there would be something up there. Oh, wait. Didn't quite expect that there would be something up there, but I guess it makes sense, damn it. So that happened. Well, anyway. I guess that's I guess where we can reputation unlock. Okay, cool. Well, that's good to know. Didn't expect that. But anyway, well, so after that fail, I guess we'll just pretend that never happened, and then just carry on with the story. And we're gonna have to skip ahead 2 days, so I guess let's do that. And meanwhile, I mean, that's been going cool. That's been kind of cool. Takes some getting used to, but that's about it. And there we go, we've almost reached the end of those 2 days that we had to skip. And there we go, I believe that should now mean we have a decision to make, apparently. Let's see, where am I supposed to go? I see. I'm on the other end of the map, I guess, or of this area. So don't mind me walking all the way back. And let's see what day 2 awaits us. I mean, something we've seen in Act 1 is that, well, I actually completely missed her name. I'm completely missing her name right now. Damn it. But yeah, basically, Atea, I think it was. Yeah, Atea. We have heard that she won't have too many days left, so I am worried that we may run into the news that she has passed away, but we'll see.
Paimon feels like a whole new Paimon after those 2 days in the hot springs. The Abyss kind of threw a wrench in our relaxation, though.
That's true, but still, good enough, I guess. I guess.
Like a vacation. The Kaholosaurs are so nice and so fun to play with. Their bellies are
But yeah, I guess even with that, that's probably have been the 2 most chill days. In any, or like, the first 2, or like, the most first 2 chill days in any region of Genshin.
Oh, and
I believe.
snacks were so delicious. She gave Paimon some for the road just this morning, actually.
Oh, okay. What was she up to?
Yelling at some kids who got caught throwing stones in the hot springs, so not much changed since we first met her.
Well, that's some good news at least. For now, that is.
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last night?
I would say so, yes.
Yep, this area is so nice.
Glad you like it. I was thinking of taking you guys out to do some sea fishing. Later tonight, we can eat whatever we catch. Fresh fish is absolutely delicious right off the grill.
It does really feel like Natlan, or at least this area, is basically the holiday area, I guess?
Yeah? What do you need?
The team sent out to fight in the Night Warden Wars has returned.
Oh! We get to meet up with
Is she
Kachina
back
again?
as well?
Kachina fell in battle.
Oh, I mean, at least they get resurrected, right?
But don't worry, the team was victorious, so the rite of resurrection will be held in
Yeah, I
Stadium
see.
soon.
So, well, lucky Natlan, I guess.
That's a relief. The Abyss is cunning, and it was her first time. Mistakes are bound to happen.
Yeah, I guess if you can just simply get revived, then dying is not a big deal. That sounds
Exactly.
very
She
wrong,
deserves
but
to hold her head up high.
there's
Alright,
that.
Thanks for letting me know.
I don't know how frequent it is, to be honest. Like, is that a one-time in 10 recurrence, or
Jeez.
like...
She sounded a little anxious there. Had me thinking it was bad news for a moment.
I mean... It technically was.
Mulani, you said the Abyss was cunning just now, but it seems like the Abyss just wants to destroy everything.
Almost certainly.
Like, think about all those monsters that attacked your tribe. If there really was some sort of cunning plan, wouldn't it make more sense to send them to attack Kachina and her small team?
I mean... There's gotta be a reason why the team is so small, right? Like, they are the most powerful, or technically most powerful, fighters in Natlan. So I guess if you just try to attack where they not are necessarily, that could be a thing.
Not that Paimon wants them to be in any more danger, it's just...
Relax, I get it. The Abyss is difficult to understand, that's for sure. At a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is total destruction. The Abyss isn't a living entity after all, so what capacity for logic or planning could it possibly possess?
I'm not sure if that's really true, if, you know, the sibling is part of it.
But through our long history of fighting the Abyss, we've realized things aren't quite so simple.
Okay.
500 years ago, the Abyss invaded Teyvat. You know about that, right?
During the Age of Canaria, yep. Well, you have heard plenty of stuff before that already.
Conria suffered
Or of
greatly
that.
during that time. But so did every other nation in Teyvat. And Natlan was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every tribe to finally repel the Abyss.
Meeting up with the Abyss, not the Abyss Archon. Makes no sense. With the Pyro Archon will also be very interesting. I think once we actually get to that, because I think that'll still take some time. Well, to be fair, almost all the other stories were like 5 acts, so we'll see.
Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for hundreds of years, only able to be reversed little by little.
I just realized I need to figure out something regarding the recordings. That's kind of annoying. I keep forgetting to enable them, and that means I have basically lost. But I still have the stream robots to back up from what they do contain my voice, so which is a little annoying. If I do want to make something out of them again. Well, yeah. Only if we rest by little.
Our tribe's waters were contaminated. The Children of Echo's territory was overrun by dangerous sludge surging from underground. Unrelenting black winds tore across the lands of the Flower Feather clan.
It certainly sounds like Natlan was pretty hard.
It was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe.
Oh. The Abyss understood the foundation of each tribe. I mean, I guess so.
Exactly. We once thought that the Abyss's desire for destruction was a sort of primal instinct, but its methods are, in truth, marked by intelligence.
I mean, it makes sense considering the sibling. I was gonna say, I mean, because that's more like for me the case. That is the case, but it's I should probably say the sibling, which is the head of the Abyss, I believe.
We now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom, and has the capacity to read the memories of this land at any given moment.
Okay, what does that mean?
And that's how it became so dangerous and cunning. Almost like it knows you inside and out.
Yes, and that's why we've been unable to fully eradicate it, even after all this time. Luckily, the problems left behind by the Abyss have been successfully addressed by the various Pyro Archons we've had over the years.
Well, that's good news, at
Now
least.
every tribe is prospering and things are looking up. I mean, just look at what we managed to do a few days ago. We totally fought them off.
And that's true. In other nations, I've seen how much effort it truly takes to truly eradicate the Abyss. I mean, they still pop up occasionally. That's certain. The people of Natlan live in its shadow every day. Who knows how long it will take for this war to end. Yeah, probably quite some time.
You must have had to sacrifice a lot to get to this point.
Every battle, every sacrifice is in pursuit of a future where we get to stop fighting. Responsibility, duty.
Wouldn't be Teyvat if they are constantly fighting.
Everyone in Natlan views the war differently. But I believe we will be rid of the Abyss one day. And the efforts of all who fought against them will become a story for the ages. To think that my name could survive in ballads
Some
passed
weird
down
lightning
to future
change.
generations, it's kind of romantic.
I guess that's why the reason for the lightning change. Because they had to make sure Molani is standing like this with the shadow. I'm assuming.
Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know.
You can do it, or you make me want to contribute. Let's
We
go with
have
first
to.
one.
Not only for ourselves, but for our future. Anyway, let's head to the stadium. Our fishing trip can wait until Kachina's back with us.
I guess so.
He's not going anywhere.
That's true. Well, I guess we'll see what's about to happen. Well, I guess we're gonna be reviving Kachina. What about the other ones? Is Kachina the only one that, you know, lost effectively? Well, they didn't lose, of course, because otherwise Kachina would just be permanently gone. But I have, you know, basically Kachina fell. But what about the others? That's what I'm asking. Well, now let's see. Well, I guess we're going to be saying goodbye to the people of the Springs for temporarily at least. And we're going to be walking back to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. If I am walking in the correct direction, because that I'm getting dangerous close to the end of the map. But I believe so, it does look like it. Because that's the edge of the map, I guess. Yep, there we go. Can't cross that for the time being. But soon enough we probably will. Well, yeah, I guess. Also allows us to gain some paracles. I'm not entirely sure how many we do have available here. That's a thing. But actually I believe we are going the right path, just from a different direction. Oh, don't mind me. Fighting against for those guys for just a second. I wonder what they are. Hopefully they're not, well, I'm not entirely sure. Did we get their names before? I don't think so. Oh yeah, anyway. Oh, did not expect that one. I do wonder if we like inside of story, if we visited Kanish's tribe at some point as well. I would assume yes. But if it does happen, it would have to be in the story arc, I would say. Because otherwise, it wouldn't really make sense to implement it in 5.0. Although the location of it would be perfect, you know. Okay, hang on. Okay, no. Only this one left. And there we go. It should have unlocked the chests, I believe. Yep, it did indeed.
None of this will go to waste.
Open. Use key to somewhere ×2 to open a gate. Quest item. Ah. Well, this is an area for some kind of quest. Not sure if it's main story quest, I doubt it, but we'll see. Meanwhile, we are slowly. Yep, this is the dungeon I unlocked. So we are walking the correct direction. Just on a more on another path. Yep, there you go. I was walking that direction, I believe. So let's just, I guess let's just climb over these rocks and go there directly. Oh wait, hang on. Where did I end up? Well, I was close. Oh wait, hang on. Chests. Well, I guess I can only pick it up if I'm standing. Yep, there you go.
None of this will go to waste.
I am getting dangerously close to probably my artifact limit again, which is annoying. But we'll see. We are... Honestly, I do like, kind of like Natlan. It does take some getting used to, like I said earlier, a bunch of times already. But I think I like it. I'm gonna have to do a summary, I believe, at the end of the whole arc. But for the time being, I think I like it. Okay, well, I guess we can just... Let's see, I have not tried that before. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, oh yeah, this is the path we walked up on. I believe. Yep. So let's just continue, and I won't hurt you guys. I would rather not do that. And there you go, there's the stadium. Just picking up some items alongside. I believe, I'm not sure which one Kinich needs. Kinich? That's the one guy Kachina needs. I do want to farm for all my characters, but to get the most out of them, but that's about it. I'm not gonna farm for anyone else. Unless, you know, I get them.
Race you.
I do not really see getting Mulan and Kinich anytime soon. Unless they for some reason do decide to do another event like we have in the 5.0 version. Yeah, other than that, I don't really see them doing that. Alright, let's see. This is the path. So we are close, good enough. I just really did not choose the teleporter because I wanted to have some more look onto Natlan itself. But it does look really nice, and I do feel like you should probably... Well, like, we gotta explore at some point. I think that would be kind of cool. Yeah, anyway, I do wonder if there would have been a shorter path. Probably that there might have been, but I ended up not choosing it, I guess. Because I do remember there's a second exit right at the back of this, but I believe also something to consider. Yeah, there's a second path here, but it's going into the territory that we do not have access to yet. So who knows? What if they'll... Not sure which kind they'll add in 5.1. I'm guessing maybe something here, maybe. Who knows? I'm kind of annoyed that there's like this large gap here. That's annoying. But there we have returned to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame, and now I guess let's resurrect Kachina. And a random teleporter. Let's see. Yep, we have 4 standing at the bottom, so only Kachina fell, I guess. But I mean, that allows us to take a look at the...
This place is packed already.
It is indeed. But at least let's us take a look at the ceremony, so we'll see.
Of course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our heroes back from battle. It's their moment of glory. Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who likes being the center of attention.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Yep, you are indeed. Let's see.
Kinich, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, Mualani. Is everyone alright?
Yeah, it's all taken care of.
Good enough, I guess.
Our new friend here's got some tricks up his sleeve, by the way. He's just as strong as Kachina made him out to be.
I could have done better if only I'd been a bit more perceptive. Yeah, I know.
Hey, look!
I don't know.
Is it about to start?
I believe so.
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy, and then we'll sing the Ode of Resurrection together. Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can spot us.
Warriors of Natlan, heed the call of life. We are the inheritors of
By the way, what
memory
happens to
and
them,
legend.
like during, like between death and now this?
Those
we
who
just-
grew alongside sun and wind.
I guess they don't exist, so they wouldn't know anything.
Those who forged our own
I guess that's how it
destiny
works.
and future.
Who knows? Maybe we'll find out in just a second.
That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
That's a little strange, but I mean, good enough, I guess. Or, well, I guess we'll see. Who keeps walking around, by the way? I see, that's the thing. That's really what you're saying. Well, I guess we'll see how this is gonna work out. I believe that's the first time we really had something like that, I believe. Which is a little, yeah, I guess we'll see how this is gonna work out. Certainly something. And where's Kachina even going to appear? She's gonna have to appear somewhere. I guess there, maybe, probably. Well, she returns at least.
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her
Oh.
ancient name.
That's a problem.
What?
What does that even mean?
But they won, didn't they?
Usually once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person will emerge from the flames. But something went wrong.
I was gonna say, like, I would expect them to, well, I was gonna suggest, like, maybe she'll appear in the fire, but that would be kind of strange. But I guess that should have happened, and it didn't.
What's going on? This has never happened before.
Well, lucky for us, I guess we get ourselves involved in the drama again. That's a problem.
I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss didn't win after all.
But in that case, how would, like, 4 come back, not, like, only 1 or even none?
Think about it. The Ode rekindles all victors. We've witnessed it countless times. Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory than meets the eye.
Well, people are certainly getting concerned or suspicious.
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pilgrimage!
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Pathetic. The both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Maybe she got scared and ran
Of course, those two guys would end up like putting fire against Kachina.
Recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team.
How dare you insult a hero of Natlan like that?
And of course, Milani fights back.
Sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss.
Now,
She doesn't
the big
deserve to
concern
be
is
subjected
what
to your
happened.
vile rumors when she's not even here to
What happened
defend
here?
herself?
Calm down, Mualani. There's no point arguing with the likes of them.
Yeah, that's
You
actually
sit
kind
here
of
and let them
true.
slander her like that?
Although, yeah, I probably would also fight against them.
To
But
insult
I
a
would
hero of Natlan,
say,
the person actually has to be a hero.
well, I guess you aren't either because you definitely lost.
You.
Probably don't fight against them,
Think
doesn't
about
really
it,
make
everyone.
sense.
Who do you think is really at fault here? A girl who never should have even gone to war? Or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our
Oh,
nation
yeah, I was
suddenly
about to say,
stop working?
why is the Pyarchon this quiet? Like, surely she'd probably know the best what's going on?
It's true. If she
Like,
wasn't
surely?
revived, it must mean she failed to achieve victory. Maybe the Wyab interpret victory in different ways?
I mean, that girl didn't look all that strong to me.
Well, but she won, so if she wasn't that strong, then who should have gone instead of her in the first place? You know? The Pirate Archon seems to be deep in thought. Why isn't she putting a stop to the commotion? Yeah, that's... maybe she's about to do that.
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not like her at all!
I wouldn't be so sure, well, like 100% sure, but I think... I mean, she did fight in the thing and she was dreaming of it, so yeah, I think she wouldn't have won either.
No. She's been waiting for this moment for too long.
Yeah, makes sense. So no mind.
No matter how daunting the situation, no matter how scared she might feel, she's always the first person to stand up and face it head on. We don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger or slander her reputation.
Yeah, that's
Fine.
true.
We'll find out what happens soon enough. Then, we'll see who truly deserves
Well, someone's
the
being
glory.
it's a little salty that they didn't make it.
There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is a hero worthy of our admiration.
But what
and
happened? Why did
celebration.
she not reappear?
However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been rekindled, and I offer you all my deepest apologies.
We're gonna have to
as I
hear what
continue to
exactly happened
investigate this
between them,
matter.
like within the battle, like I guess how she died as
To
as
prevent
well.
further casualties, I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage until this matter is resolved.
Well, that's something.
What?
Yeah, I would probably do the same
No
thing.
one is all-knowing. No one is infallible, not even myself. But doubt is a means by which we seek the truth, not a weapon we
I
wield
would say
against
probably
others.
the leader of the nation has to know what's going on. So, and if they don't,
I didn't mean it that way, Archon. I just...
sounds like the pilgrimage is a thing that more regularly happens, doesn't it?
If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish. But now's your chance. You have concerns? State them.
Let me guess, those two old guys are going to
No,
shut up.
Of course not.
Yep, of course they are. Fight against someone who's weaker than you, but as soon as someone speaks up who's stronger than you, you shut up. I see.
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind, then it would seem the truth never mattered to you at all.
And you're correct in that one.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question. So much for all that glory talk earlier.
I have a question, Archon.
How would you, yeah, okay, no one. This is a far distance, how would they understand each
any
other?
idea where she
Unless they're
is?
shouting.
It's extremely important to me. I know you said you were investigating the situation, but I'm sorry, that's not enough.
She hasn't even, she hasn't even had a second to investigate, so,
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friends sooner, you should join the investigation.
yep. I guess we'll do that, and I guess that's our way to get into contact
So,
with the Pyro Archon.
What do you say?
Yes.
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me in the speaker's chamber.
Oh, look at that.
We should join them.
Oh yeah, they definitely.
If it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, traveler? I'd like to have a chat.
To be okay, never mind. To be fair, I was expecting us to come along anyway.
Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs informed on the progress of the investigation.
Yeah, I was expecting us to come along anyway,
Once
but
again,
to
I
be called
apologize
out
for
by
the
the
outcome of this
Pyro Archon
ceremony. If there are no
herself
further
immediately
questions,
is
let's part for now.
interesting to say the least.
Did she just ask us to come along?
Yep, that she did.
I believe she did. Let's go. I'd like to know what's going on myself.
Yep. I was expecting us to come along anyway, but like I said, I did not expect us to be called out to do so. I mean, I guess we were walking into the chamber, and there you go. We accidentally visited it once before already. And
The
oh,
situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of Natlan, and I'm deeply sorry this happened to her.
quick question. What happened to those two other guys that, were part of this? I mean, they didn't seem like they would be playable or, important characters in terms of, you can put a lot of attention to them, but probably should have made sense to have them join as well.
There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. As a result, I've been unable to track down her location. Until we find and address the cause of the
Well,
unrest,
the unrest
the
is
Ode of
almost certainly
Resurrection will continue
something
to
that
be
Gibbs has done.
And that means Kachina won't be able to come back?
Not until the unrest has been solved, I guess.
Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom is resolved.
How long will that take?
How long, however it'll take.
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss. of doing her part to defend Natlan. She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, if it came down to it, the Pyro Archon would be there to bring her back to life.
And I guess that now hasn't happened.
Whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection.
Yeah, so she definitely wouldn't have left, I would
She was
say.
supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy. We supported her every step of the way, but what are we supposed to do now?
I guess we're gonna have to figure out a solution.
Sit
That's
peacefully and wait for her
basically all we
return?
can do.
Lose ourselves in grief over her death? Tell me, are we her friends? Or her murderers?
That's not fair, Mualani.
Yeah, the Pyro Archon doesn't really have an idea right now
It's all right.
either.
I understand your rage and your grief. Kachina's life means a great deal to me, Mualani.
Yeah, because that's a big problem.
Believe me, I want to bring
But
her
yeah,
back as soon
we're gonna
as
have to figure out
possible.
what's
I would give you
happened.
that peace of mind if I could. But please, hear what I have to say so I can at least give you a
But
broader
yeah, it's
picture
almost
of
certainly
the
something
issue
that
we
the
are now facing.
Abyss has done.
Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new means of undermining the rules of our nation.
Yep.
You mean...
The Sacred Flame. The foundation of our resistance against the Abyss.
I guess they have found a way to defeat it, or
If we
temporarily
continue to hold the
disable the
pilgrimage
issue,
and send teams to
or
fight the Abyss,
disable its
there will
abilities, rather,
likely be more
not the issue.
casualties.
They made an issue by disabling the its abilities.
But if we stop altogether, the Sacred Flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks, and the tragedy we saw with the people of the Springs will only be the first of many.
I guess we've arrived at a perfect opportunity, or
The former
perfect
seems to
time,
be
not
the lesser of
opportunity.
two evils. Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo. Weighing the costs is my duty.
Okay, 1 second. Yeah, I guess if we do continue to hold them,
The raw truth can be cruel.
we would still fight against
We
them,
need to
which
understand it
is
if we
probably
want to
better
approach
than,
this rationally.
you know, stopping it to do entirely. But I do still think we just
But
have
what will
to
you
take
say,
some time to
Mualani?
figure out what we should do.
This is personal for you, and unlike Kanich, I dare say it's not a simple case of weighing up which course of
We're gonna have to
action
figure
is
out
most
like
painful,
what happened.
is it?
No. I can't choose between them, and I don't want to. Saying that one is preferable over the
Yeah,
other
that's
is
kind of
disrespectful
true.
to the people who suffer.
That's true.
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I suspend the pilgrimage. The consequences will be equally painful.
Yes. What happened to Kachina breaks my heart.
She's definitely gonna return.
I
I'm
couldn't bring
I'm
myself to
fairly certain
sacrifice
about it.
other people for her
I don't
sake.
see the game just basically deciding to offer a character they literally just introduced like that.
And that is the crux of the problem. It's
Or
not
well,
simply a matter of choosing the lesser.
I mean,
of two
it has happened
evils.
before that that you know, people have died. I don't think Kachina would be one of them.
Either way, there will be people who
So we'll
suffer,
see.
and the end result will be the same. Belief in the pilgrimage will waver. Once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite in battle against the Abyss. And that is exactly what the Abyss
Yeah, so I
wants.
guess we're gonna have to deal with the problem as soon as
Their
possible.
ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. It's to destroy the people's faith in them.
And I guess by disabling it
To
temporarily,
prevent what happened
they
to
have
Kachina
made
from
that.
happening to anyone else, we need to suspend the pilgrimage. So that is my current plan. And in the meantime, I've made efforts to strengthen each tribe's defenses.
I do think that plan makes sense.
Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the Sacred Flame to keep the Abyss at bay. This won't be easy. I'll need time to figure out the best approach.
I think we're gonna have to figure out how they did it in the first place.
I understand your anger, Mualani. But I hope that provided some clarity, at least.
Wow. Hyman thought things were gonna get heated for a second, but the Pyro Archon took the time to explain
Heated.
everything so patiently.
Yeah, I
owe
guess
you an
so.
apology, Archon. I let myself get carried away earlier, and I'm sorry. You're right. We need to focus on finding solutions.
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the Night Warden Wars. That way, we would still be able to fuel the sacred flame.
That's a fair point, but isn't the pilgrimage also all about sending people to the wars?
I've considered that, but the two events have nearly always been linked. Without the chance to fight the Abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose their prestige, and competitor numbers will drop. With fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced will decrease, and the vicious cycle will continue indefinitely.
Yeah, so it'll be a problem either, or anyway.
Essentially, the Abyss is taking Kachina hostage.
What happens if you stay in the Night Kingdom for a long period of time? Oh.
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? The Night Kingdom is something similar. Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. But with the Abyss in the picture, it's a different story.
I see.
Your sense of self will be devoured, until eventually you become one with the Sea of Souls.
That's a problem.
Imagine
So I guess if we
pouring a
wait
cup of
long
water
enough,
into a
there is
rushing
no
river.
Kachina to return, like
You can try
retrieve.
to scoop up another cup, but there's no chance it will be the same water you had before.
Yeah, or I guess we can retrieve Kachina, but she'll have changed drastically if we wait long
I won't
enough.
sugarcoat it. That is the danger Kachina is currently facing.
We're gonna have to figure out how to try and
Just like you
retrieve her
said,
as
Archon.
soon as possible.
Both of these problems need to be addressed.
Yep.
You can focus all your efforts on dealing with the sacred flame. I will go search for Kachina.
But where and how?
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very possible you will not return. Knowing that, do you still choose to go?
I would say yes, because they've been very good friends.
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her.
Yep.
That's all that matters.
And I guess we'll be helping her
I
alongside.
failed to protect her during our campaign.
Oh,
I can make it up to her now.
I guess
Choose to go as well.
I see. I guess we're gonna be joining them, or like everyone's gonna join.
Traveler? What do you think?
This isn't how it should end for her. I promised she would have the chance to learn from me. Of course we're gonna join as well.
Understood. Then I'll support you in any way I can.
I'm guessing you'll join as well, and probably Knish as well? I guess a party of 5? 6 technically?
The Masters of the Nightwind have a technique that can extract an ancient name from the ley lines.
Can it be reversed? Reversed or something?
If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link between them to pinpoint her position within the Night Kingdom.
Just a question. What would have happened if someone won that doesn't have a ancient name? Because I'm pretty sure, like they said at the beginning, that people without it can join as well. But the team leaders would have to be people with an ancient name. Or does that mean, I guess, only the team leaders will advance? Is that what it means? That's a good question, actually. I would like to have an answer to that one.
Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person and rescue her.
Okay.
But isn't the Night Kingdom a land of souls? Can we even go there?
Questionable.
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter.
Oh, okay.
But there is a way to go there in person. However, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss certainly won't leave you be.
So we're gonna have to battle against the kingdom itself and also the Abyss.
That's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
It won't be the problem. I mean, we've done that literally in all the other regions as well,
So,
I believe.
Paimon's the only one who's scared?
Did we do it in Fontaine?
Well, if you're going, Traveler,
I don't think so, actually, right?
Paimon's going too.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't have really had another choice, would you?
Lali of the Masters of the Night Wind once created an artifact that can be used to communicate with the Wyab. We call it the Spirit Speaker Stone. It was originally used as a ceremonial artifact wielded by the tribal chiefs. But that spiritual quality also means it can be used to search for an ancient name.
So, I guess we'll take that with us? Or how does this work?
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few days ago. Didn't think I'd be hearing about it again so soon.
Oh. I guess, speaking of meeting up with Kenich's clan, our tribe, I think we're about to do that, aren't we?
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I can, but your fellowship and courage are what will truly decide the success of this operation.
The Operation Retrieve Kachina and defeat the Abyss, I guess, once again.
I can only focus on one thing at a time, after all. Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation to
Oh,
be
and
so
by the way, what
serious.
about our pyro powers? Yes, I think that's a perfect opportunity to ask for them, realistically.
I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you and offer you Natlan's highest level of hospitality.
Very interesting to say the least. Personally, it's been an issue to get a hold of the Archon, and in this case, Mawika just wants to talk to us. Very interesting.
Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
Yeah, it's kind of complicated.
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start. And, you know, in the middle. But our reputation's solid nowadays.
Which is quite interesting.
That's more like it. After all,
Although, yeah, to be fair, I mean, we've talked to basically all the Archons at this point, apart from the Ice Archon, which would be in Snaya.
Perhaps even more than you can imagine. But we can talk about that some other time.
I guess at the end of the arc, probably,
Ideally, this
of the
would be
chapter.
Perfect night for a drink and some musical ambiance. But there are important things to be done.
Yep, they are
I
indeed.
almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss.
Oh, true.
She wanted us to give this to you. It embodies fond memories.
Yeah, I
and
guess
my strength of will.
the Archon is
That's
probably
why
a
she
lot
asked
more
us to
closer
tell
than in all
She
the
said
other
you'd know
regions.
what that means.
I mean, Farina was on top of literally everything. Well, probably not nowadays, but I'm not entirely sure about the others. Nobody really knows who Venti and so on. Nobody really knows that, and same thing goes for Zhongli. And I mean, A is basically stuck in whatever she's doing. So I think this is the first Archon that actually actively interacts with everyone.
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flames of her life force. I can feel them flowing within the talisman.
Oh, I guess this is also the news of...
If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she gave this to me in person. We're supposed to be hot springs.
Yeah, I guess it's also the
after
news
all.
for her that she's nearing the end.
But don't worry. This talisman means a great deal to me. I'll take good care of it. And once this is all over, I'll pay Atea a visit.
If she's still around at the time. And what are you guys two doing?
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of contending fire. But that's not at all
Oh,
why
I
you
guess
decided
it's
to
only
suspend
us
the
that goes
pilgrimage visit.
along. Those two stay behind?
You're right. Even now, the production of contending fire is far from sufficient.
Oh.
The gradual corrosion caused by the Abyss has resulted in a massive shortage of pyro energy, and we're currently at the breaking point. As things stand, the pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending it allows us to save our strength to defend the tribes. The Abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan, and Kachina's disappearance in the Night Kingdom is a direct consequence of that.
We can't let the general public know that.
Yeah, there's no way you can tell that, everyone. Even if we continue, that just wouldn't be enough. Okay, so we have a big problem on our
Natlan's
hands.
destruction was close at hand, there would be immense panic. But if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question the integrity of Natlan's heroes.
We're basically gonna save Natlan, another country or region in Teriat once again.
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the one with the fewest sacrifices. Let's go. There's still a way for the sacred flame to last a little longer.
You mean
Okay. So what is
Yes.
it?
Come with me.
She knows what has to be done. We don't. I guess we'll be switching back to our perspective for the time being. That's my assumption.
The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the Abyss, but it's also the pillar of Natlan's stability.
Okay, no one, we are not switching back to our perspective. What are we doing
So
here?
until our heroes are ready, I will sacrifice
Oh.
my power to keep it burning.
But that can only last so long. I think we should focus on the remaining ancient name bearers.
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Those
Okay.
chosen by the Wyab have already embarked on their destined path. It is for them to decide how that journey ends, not us. All we can do is support them.
Okay, but what does
Even
that
so,
mean?
For you to make this sacrifice, it's not right.
Is she just gonna jump into the fire and, you know, like, power it that way, or how does
If
this
not me,
work?
then who? No other is capable of sustaining the sacred flame. I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Okay, well, that's a little concerning.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
Oh. What is the Fatui doing here? What are they doing here?
The Archon of
Sounds like we have multiple issues now to deal with.
a force to be reckoned with.
I know,
The
guess what?
secret
It's another one of the
Leyline
harbingers.
is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin.
Okay,
Since the
and we
oath
could just
made
take
5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled. What use is the Gnosis in your hands?
Oh, of course they want another one of those.
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse.
True, I guess they have
and now it falls to
basically
me to
all
create new rules
Gnosis
for
apart
Natlan.
from the Fire one.
But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
Completely forgot that we have that to deal with as well. That we have this on going on at the same time.
Speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking!
Well, I guess that's one way to get more fire. Because I guess if we just have the Archon fight there, I guess that's one way to generate it. So I guess thank you for doing, but I'm not sure if it's going too well. For us at least. To imagine that we are completely missing this right now. But I think it's interesting to see that we are fighting with, I believe it's Canadian Shrapnel, isn't it? Doesn't she have her own or something? I guess not. I guess they have placed a bunch of botches on Natlan at least, though. That's for sure. Gotta give him that. Looks pretty cool. Not sure how this would end though. I don't see either giving up or like ending. You should probably go away. She's not going, or she's not there too hard, like, she's not doing too hard, that's what I was trying to say. He definitely isn't either. And it feels like he's... Oh, never mind. Well, I guess they were... It was close enough, but I...
Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
Okay, so that's a problem. So not only do we have to fight against the Abyss, we now also have a fight on our hands against...
Are you alright, Archon?
Against the... Well, it's the Naya faction, but the Fatui, I guess. Not as well, that's a
He was
problem.
a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of the Fatui Harbingers.
Oh. Didn't it just say the 11th? I thought I read 11th. 1 second. Yeah, I was pretty sure I read 11th, but I guess not. No, it said if the first. Never mind. Maybe I confused the L for 11th. Well, that's something concerning, and I guess I don't know how many of those we've run into. Point. I'm pretty sure we already have our thumbnail.
I never imagined someone could match you in combat.
Well, I think he was still slightly less powerful, but he managed to escape before he actually died.
If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries ago?
Oh, who knows?
Yeah. And how much does he know about Natlan?
The Harbingers are all driven by their own personal goals. The only purpose that unites them is collecting the Gnosis.
Oh. What
I'm
are all
sure
those
the captain
goals?
has his own reasons for being here as well.
Whatever his motive, we should shift our focus to the Fatui. If they attack again and we're not prepared, we're done for.
Yeah. Because the Abyss hasn't been really that powerful.
No, we're running out of time.
Or I guess not.
The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him for the time being.
That's a fair point.
Besides, I'm sure you noticed, the power that came to his rescue just now came from the Masters of the Night Wind.
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Sus. Well, that's concerning. And that's even more concerning with, you know, us heading into the night
Not
area.
necessarily. This could prove to be a very valuable turn for events.
Oh?
When we exchanged final blows, I sensed an unusual presence within him. I'll need to investigate further. Kanich, go to the Masters of the Night Wind and look into who could have aided the captain. Speak to Seat Lali. She should know.
Okay.
Of course, I'll head out right now. Do you still intend to...
Yes, but fear not.
Well, someone's gonna have to fix the floor
Strength has never rested solely in its Archon.
before the first pilgrimage, before the next pilgrimage, that is.
Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must trust in that vision now.
Something's still about to happen, isn't it?
Is everything okay, Archon?
No, I feel like something's happening.
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flames. Too late now.
Oh.
I just hope the others have a safe journey.
Okay, so I guess she has dedicated a significant amount of her power to enabling the fire to continue burning on. In the meanwhile, let's see. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, we probably just heard what happened.
What's happening at the stadium? Did something explode?
Either we just heard a big fight, or that was the sign that she has enlightened the fire.
The Archon unleashed her power. She must be fighting a formidable opponent.
Nope, we are hearing about what's happening.
Should we go back and check what's going on?
I guess she doesn't have much time.
Have faith in the Archon.
And yeah,
She
I mean,
wouldn't lose in a one-on-one confrontation.
yeah, and I guess she has indeed won.
Once we find Kachina's ancient name, we'll head right back.
Okay, let's just keep climbing. Emon really hopes nothing goes wrong.
I guess we'll find out. Right. Pay the Scions of the Canopy a visit. Well, there you go. I was kind of wondering if we are going to visit them at some point, and I guess we will at all in the end.
What can you tell us about the Scions of the Canopy?
The tribespeople are very adventurous.
Oh, kinda like us then.
I'm not so sure. You don't strike me as the type to enjoy danger. The Scions of the Canopy are a bunch of thrill seekers. They love extreme sports like rock climbing, rappelling, volcano parkour, or even bungee jumping without a rope while a Yunkasaur stands at the edge and uses its tongue to catch them. Sound like something you'd be interested in?
Okay, that does sound different from our usual adventures.
Yeah.
Emma's not doing any of that. She can just cheer you on from the sidelines.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. I don't think that'll be going too well for us if we do end up doing that. See. What's the other floor? Not much. Yeah, I guess we'll be walking along this path. Let's see. Now that's certainly quite hilly, which is, I guess, also kind of cool. We're about to unlock a teleporter. And there you go, it just popped up, because I guess it's up there. But let's see, yep, there it is. There you go, and we have something to pick up here. What's it? Just picked up paper of feast with a green border. Green edged paper slip. A special pass with green patterns drawn along its edges. It is not clear exactly what material this is made out of, but it makes a rustling noise when you rub it. On one corner it reads, "If you have picked this up accidentally, please return it promptly to..." A small map has also been drawn on it. The green edged, yep, may only be used as a flame grenade root system pass. Please handle with care. Will not be reissued if lost. If you have picked this up accidentally, please return it promptly to the guards by the entrance of the flame grenade's roots. The Scions of the Canopy will reward its return. Well, I guess we're gonna do that at some point. Viewpoint? Oh. Oh! Kind of looks like it's some kind of big airship. What I have up here. But that's... Yeah, I'm starting to like Natlan, not gonna lie. Oh, I guess we would have seen this while walking along. I guess we just didn't. But we should have been able to see this. Anyway. Well, I guess we have officially arrived at the Scions of the Canopy.
That's Wina, the tribal chief. Let's head over to him.
I'm pretty sure that's a house. And not what you just told me it was. I guess he'd be up here or something? We'll see. Anything... Well, we have the Scions of the Canopy reputation, I guess. We really have for reputation for literally all the tribes. I want to check, does it work similarly to what we had for example, in Mondstadt and so on? Let's see. Adi, what can I help you with? Or is there anything you wanted to help the Scions of the Canopy with? I mean, we'll see. So you really are a helper after all. Thank you so much. Okay, so we only have acts. Sorry, acts, I guess? And it does look suspiciously like the other ones, but we only have 4 levels. I see. I see. So basically it's a combination. So first we have these 4 levels, I guess, and then afterwards, if we manage to get each of them to level 4, we'll get these rewards. And realistically, you can't reach this. You can't reach this in 4.0 because you only have those 3 clans. I guess same with this. Oh, and they also have wings. And then whatever this is going to be, I guess they haven't revealed that yet. But anyway, let's talk with the chief of the tribe, Wina, and let's see what she has to say.
Chaska.
Nice to see you again, Wina. I'm afraid we don't have time for pleasantries, so I'll get right to it. We're here for the Spirit Speaker Stone.
Are you going to give it away that easily?
Whoa, hold on a second. At least tell me why you need it first.
I guess not.
My friend Kachina is trapped within the Night Kingdom. We need the stone to find her ancient name and rescue her.
Why wouldn't be something important like that with the Archon actually? Just curious.
Rescue her? From the Night Kingdom?
That's right.
Yep, I guess you haven't heard about the news yet.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. Going there, a mature warrior would never make such a foolish decision. The nature of battle is unpredictable. You never know how it's going to end. Losing a friend is tragic, but when that happens, the best thing you can do is focus on how to prevent further casualties.
He's the chief, so I guess I think she should know about the investigation. But the question is, I guess, if he has already heard the news from Marika.
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Wina. But if the price of maturity is abandoning a friend in need, I'll choose foolishness any day. If Kachina's still holding on, then so will I.
You're not going to change your decision.
You might say that.
Is something wrong, Wina? This doesn't seem like.
And I mean, like the other ones are also coming along, so hopefully she'll be
Life isn't
fine.
complete without taking risks. That's always been your mantra.
Especially if she has us around, you know.
It's nothing. The Night Kingdom is a dangerous place. Can't blame me for checking if you were up to the task.
I guess we really do only have 3 of they will join us alongside.
Stop you. Here's the stone. Keep it safe, okay? It's not like we have a spare.
Looks like it's in 2 pieces already.
Thank you.
But yeah, we're gonna keep it safe, almost certainly.
Go way back. But aren't you from the Flower Feather clan, Chaska?
Oh, Chaska's a peacekeeper, so she's famous throughout the tribes. She's always the one people call to resolve conflicts, so we slowly got to know each other that way.
That's good to know. So I guess she's basically almost a diplomat, I guess. Maybe alongside all of those 6. Maybe.
She's helped us out a lot.
If that's how you can compare them, I'm not sure.
Oh, you have a younger sister?
Yes, I'll introduce you to her sometime. But let's get back to business. Wina, How do we use the stone?
That's important
As you probably
for us to know.
Your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom is like a river flowing with concepts, and the ancient name you seek is like a tiny fish swimming downstream.
Well, we could just, you know, wait at a specific point of the river, but if we arrive before to pass that, we would miss it. So
In that sense, the stone is like a fishing boat drifting down the river. But the boat alone isn't enough. You need a fisherman experienced enough to steer it in the right direction.
So are you joining us alongside?
We couldn't do that ourselves.
With a little practice, I'm sure you could. You have the strength and the talent. If you want to make sure this works, though, I could recommend someone to you.
Right, that sounds pretty cool.
Who?
Vichama, a legendary warrior and scout from our tribe.
Okay, that's a name I haven't heard before.
Intuition. Even his ancient name means to seek. If you're fishing for a name, you're gonna want him on the boat.
Vichama? Why does that name sound familiar?
Oh, no, I guess we have heard it before.
He's one of Auntie Atea's hot spring buddies. I've heard stories
Oh, I see.
about him. Where can we find him?
Ever since Malco passed, he spends most of his time gazing out at the scenery from the cliff tops. Follow the path that way, and I'm sure you'll find him.
Well, I guess we're gonna have a look around to find him.
Thank you. We'll go look for him.
What was
there.
his name again? Vichama. But that name will be important.
Good luck. I hope everything goes well.
Right, we're gonna have to take a look, have a look around at for Vichama. Did we have anything else interesting here? I don't think so. But who knows? Nope. Kind of looks like you're standing in water, guys. You should probably clean up because this is all wood. Well, anyhow, let's look for Vichama. Oh. Okay. Well, actually looks like he's around here somewhere. Are you? Is any one of you Vichama? Oh, no, there he is. Title Legendary Scout, by the way.
Someone admiring the scenery from the cliff tops. Ah, that must be him!
Yep.
Hello there, are you Vichama?
That's me. Did you need something?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess we'll just tell him the story. What's going on?
What? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? How is that even possible?
Yes, I guess.
If you really think about it, anything's possible in that kind of place. But that would mean...
Are you okay? You don't look so good.
Is he probably just heard a little news that's concerning?
Everything's fine. I'll help you, but I do have a small request. After I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use the stone to look for my friends as well.
Well, we do know that they change after a while.
Your friend? Oh, why not mention someone named Malco? Is that who you're talking about?
Probably.
Yes, but I'd rather not get into it if it's all the same to you.
That's not a problem. We agree to your request.
Yep. I mean, I guess, realistically, I think he's also lost someone when he wants to have them, have them come back.
Yeah.
But I mean, as we do know, if they have been there if it's quite some while, they will have completely changed. That's something we should point out.
Then we're agreed. Can I have a look at the stone?
I guess so. There you go, here is it. Let's see what he what he can tell us.
I see. From what I can tell, it functions almost like an abyssal pylon. Both connect the Night Kingdom to the living world.
Oh, okay.
Once the connection is established, the abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the scent of blood. So we have to be sure not to use it.
Yeah, I guess if we use it, we'll have to find a bunch of times.
You got all
Like a
that
ton.
just from looking at it?
I guess he
I
did.
just picked up on the basics, really. I still have no idea why it works. You said someone named Lali invented this. They must be a genius.
I mean, if you win this, that's probably, yeah,
I'll go find an open
almost
area
certainly.
and start setting things up. In the meantime, I need you to get 2 things for me.
We'll go right away. What do you need?
Here, what do you
First,
need?
I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them, so no need to go anywhere special. Oh, and I need to build a net out of them, so make sure you get a good amount.
It sounds
Wait,
easy
are
enough.
you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that work when one's tangible and one's
I mean, the
not?
chief was literally just describing it as a river and, you know, river and a small, or like they name it as a small fish floating alongside, so maybe that's just how it
By
works.
creating
We'll see.
something tangible in our world, like a net, we can create a connection to a corresponding concept in the Night Kingdom. Basically, I'm going to use the concept of a net to catch something equally intangible, an ancient name.
Oh, I see. What about the second thing you needed?
Makes total sense.
Right. I need 2 chunks of obsidian. Once we bring the ancient names into our world, we'll need a place to store them. Normally, you can only get obsidian from the Children of Echoes, but I heard there's a traveling merchant from that tribe around here somewhere, so maybe you can try your luck there.
I mean, right, Kajita is not available. I was gonna say, well, we have great connections to the Children of Echoes, except, you know, our good connection is currently missing.
Gotcha!
Alright, let's split up. See that clearing? Let's meet over there when you're done. Oh, and
Sure.
you can send someone with me if you want. In case you're worried I might take the stone for myself.
What do you think, Chaska?
Well, I guess Cheska can just, like, you know, go alongside.
There's no need. Lena spoke highly of you. That means you're
Aren't just
trustworthy.
that?
I appreciate it, even though that doesn't mean much to me anymore.
Oh? Why is that?
Anyway, it'll take
I
some
guess
time
you-
to set
I guess you
everything
won't
up,
tell.
so no need to rush. I'll see you in a bit.
Well, in the meanwhile, you'll take the stone along, like, with you.
What an odd guy. He seems so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I guess something happened at some point.
I don't have any more insight than you, Paimon. Let's just focus on the preparations for now.
But I guess we'll learn about it
Hang
on another
Kachina.
day.
We're coming for you.
Yep. Well, let's pick up those things that he just asked for. Make preparations to seek the ancient name. Let's see. Actually, it's lower. Let's see. Let's pick up the things he needs. 1 second. Yep, there we go. Let's see. Pick up the things that Luciano needs. I believe I'm probably heading the wrong direction. But it's still lower. Supposed to be going down? What? Oh wait, no, never mind. I guess... No. Okay, hang on, let's... Oh, I see. We're supposed to go into the inside of this. I see. Hey! Well, we're now inside of the Scions of the Canopy, I guess. Or inside their, well... Canopy? I guess that's what we're in now? Inside now? Alright. I see. So there's a second layer to this. Let's see. One of you guys should have it. Looks like you do. Oh yeah, we do see a bunch of ropes there.
Hello. Do you have any hook ropes for sale?
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much for your whole stock?
For literally all of it.
The whole thing?
Let me see. That would be 30,000 mora in total. Deal?
Deal.
Wait, really?
Yep,
What,
I
you want
guess
me to
so.
drive down the price? We just need these as fast as possible. Thanks.
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes are usually used by rock climbing enthusiasts. If you want to learn, Roka's the person you want to ask.
Okay, so I guess we'll be stepping.
Everything. Here you
Well,
go.
we don't really. We're not intending to go rock climbing with
We
them,
need
of
the
course.
obsidian. Let's go talk to the traveling merchant Bichama mentioned.
Yep, I guess that's him because or the camera's looking at him. Yeah, I guess so. Well, looks like this is some kind of marketplace, huh? You don't have a tunnel, unfortunately. Same with you. Don't want me doing this. Oh, this. No mind. Hello, could I pick this up, please? Yep, there you go. But we could... Yeah, just go sitting down there. It's certainly not risky at all. But I guess you know what you're doing. Well, time to talk to Payadin? You're traveling merchant from the Children of Echoes, but he's certainly not a child anymore.
Why, yes. I've got a chunk for sale right over there.
Just one?
Perfect. Is that the only one, though? We actually need two.
That might be tough. Tell you what, I'll take a look through these boxes over here and we'll see what we can find.
Well, I hope you find one, because otherwise we'll have to travel back to the Children of the Springs. Springs? No, that's the wrong thing. Wrong tribe.
Relax. Everything's going according to plan.
Sort of.
No, it's just... I could tell Vichama feels the same way about his friend that I do about Kachina. I hope this chunk of obsidian isn't the only one.
Well, I'm pretty certain we can pick up a second one somewhere.
Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her. If I was the one trapped in the Night Kingdom, she'd have a whole pile of obsidian ready in a heartbeat.
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady. How does it look?
That's pretty cool. Yep, kind of looks like exactly what we need.
Thank you. How much do I owe you?
If you hadn't shown up, these stones would have just sat here collecting dust. I'll take 3,000
Oh.
for both.
Oh wow, okay.
Here
Sure.
you go. By the way, I heard you mention Vichama just now. You running an errand for him then?
Yep.
How's he doing? Malco's been gone for 5
Yeah,
years
that
now.
gives us an extra clue on what exactly is going on with the name Malco.
Do you know what happened between them?
I'm guessing it's not something related to what we are experiencing, but certainly some death, to say the
I heard
least.
about it in passing while I was out drinking one night, but I don't know all the details. Vichama and Malco grew up together, and even made a name for themselves together.
Okay.
Malco was an amazing fighter, capable of knocking out multiple opponents in a single hit, while Vichama excelled at scouting and analyzing the battlefield. The two made an excellent team, and managed to beat back the Abyss several times. 5 years ago, they both emerged triumphant in the pilgrimage, and were placed on the same team to fight the Abyss.
Now, did something happen, similar happen before?
But on
Then?
the eve of battle, the Abyss launched an attack on their tribe, and Vichama suffered an injury to his leg while attempting to rescue someone.
Then what happened?
The team agreed that he couldn't fight the Abyss in his condition.
And that meant?
Vichama didn't argue. He knew going to the front lines with an injured leg would make him a burden in battle. So they raised the issue with the Pyro Archon, and she agreed to let him stay.
So did only 4 people go, or did someone, like, you know, become a substitute?
It's just... Malco and the others ended up facing hordes of abyssal monsters in numbers that far exceeded anyone's expectations.
Oh.
The team made an error in judgment, and they fell to the onslaught.
So the entire team failed, so nobody won, and therefore there was no ode to resurrection to be made.
Vichama went into a deep depression after that. He blames himself for everything.
It was an impossible situation. It doesn't sound like it was his fault.
Oh, you're not wrong. But it's possible he chooses to blame himself. Not because he did something wrong, but because he wasn't able to do anything at all. I've tried convincing him to move forward, to stop dwelling on the past.
Well,
But the shadow of
I mean, as we know, things can also go very wrong. And not just in the way we just experienced with Kachina, but also the entire team could just fail and then nobody comes back.
The abyss has caused so much suffering, and some wounds never heal. I wish there was something he could do to make himself feel better, but...
I do feel like we're gonna have to convince him to not try and resurrect Malco.
Anyway, that's the gist of
Because,
it.
as we previously knew, that person will change after staying in the Night Kingdom for an extended period of time. And, well, 5 years is certainly an extended period. So I don't think that'll be a great idea to resurrect. A simple, unadorned piece of obsidian that can become a vessel for an ancient name. And I mean, I guess we picked up 2 because we want to resurrect 2 people. Well, time to meet up with Vichama, but the question is, where do we have to go? Okay, yeah, I see. So, let's travel there then. And... oh. Records of the Hanan Pacha 2. Okay, that's a book. I don't know, I guess that's just a place to chill? Maybe. I'm not entirely sure what that piece of stone is, or like that colorful stone is. Well, let's see. I guess we're gonna have to walk that path? Presumably. Like, that cliff, not path. Unless there's another way around it to climb up top? We'll see. Actually, maybe there is. Let's see. Maybe there is. I mean, if there is, it's gotta be here somewhere, I would say. Well, actually, no mind. I think... wait, that looks good enough. Oh yeah, there it is, okay. Let's see, yeah, we're gonna be... we have to go up here somewhere. I think if we wait... is there maybe something on the map? I guess we may have a better... oh wait, no, there's a convenient place right there that we can just drop down to and I guess climb up? Maybe? Yeah, I think that's doable. That's definitely doable. We don't even have to... oh, maybe we do. But yeah, we are close to climbing up. Oh, no, and... oh, I just may have screwed myself. Nope, never mind. Lucky for me, there's a piece of the cliff sticking out. Now we can continue to climb, and now we're here. And what is this? Kakarotel? Okay, cool. I'll gladly take it. And what are you guys? Something. But yeah, let's continue on with Vichama and see what awaits us. I mean, we're going to be fighting against the Abyss, so that's a problem.
Yep, it's all here.
But that's why we went here in the first place.
I've made all the necessary adjustments, so we're good to go. As agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's ancient name, and then you return the favor.
It's like raining, it appears. Could I ask a question? Are you seeking for a friend's ancient name for the same reason as us?
After Malco fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out he wasn't bested by some impossibly powerful foe. He was dragged to his grave by the sheer number of enemies.
I mean, that's what the the Martian just said.
If I had been there, I would have been able to sense the danger. I could have warned them not to advance. I've always blamed myself for what happened. But when you told me about Kachina, I realized there's a chance Malco might also be alive, fighting for survival in the Night Kingdom.
But, I mean, we gotta tell him. We gotta tell him there's a problem.
Several years ago, right?
Yep.
The Pyro Archon said all life within the Night Kingdom eventually becomes one with the Sea of Souls.
There might not be much hope, but I still have to try. Malco and I promised each other, even if we never managed to root out the Abyss for good, we would fight together.
Yeah, I guess if we, I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt to try.
Alright.
We'll see.
I'll start searching.
Although probably if it turns out that Malco has turned into a entire different person, you may also regret it, so things can go wrong, I guess. Right, let's see. We're gonna have to get ready to fight against the...
Prepare yourselves for battle.
Yep.
As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The Abyss will likely emerge in response.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to fight against them.
The golden thing. It must be one of those fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get closer.
Make sure to pick them up as soon as possible. Yep. Okay, I was trying to listen to what Pyron is saying. There we go. That's 4. Another one. Don't think we can get to the other side? No, and we can. Well, those two rifts. Oh. Well, we're gonna have to fight against them. Luckily, they are not too powerful, it appears. Well, they're not very squishy, but I believe that's just once again a problem I have with my barely little characters, or barely farm characters. The artifacts are quite low. They could be better, you know. Anyway, when you're halfway there, it was exactly halfway, almost as if this is if they put it in place like this, or purpose to have you fight against it. But anyway, let's see. Oh, hang on. Right, let's see. Yep, there you go. I would like for the other ones to come. Actually, I should probably focus on this guy. I am pretty sure I should focus on this guy because... Yep, there you go. Otherwise I'll have to shield again and that'll be annoying. There you go. Guy's now down. Now we can focus on those other 2 night enemies. Or whatever they're supposed to be called. Well, this one's down. Now officially. And then we have this one last one to fight against. There you go. Oh. And a few hits left. Oh. And there you go. Now we can collect even more.
How much longer, Vichama?
Not long. We're getting close.
Oh, wasn't able to gain those. Okay, 1, 2. Also a big one appears. We couldn't pick that one up. And apparently that's it. But surely we'll have even more abyss to deal with. Oh. Oh wait.
Quick, take it.
Oh true, that's the stone that Kachina was carrying before, isn't it?
I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malco. Just a little longer.
Okay, that's huge news.
Something's not right. The power of the Abyss is getting stronger.
Oh no. Well, looks like one of them...
The Abyss is corroding his body. Vichama, you can't keep going. You'll die.
He still definitely wants to get going though.
5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there.
I said I'll help you buy some more time. Oh, I guess we're going to do the same thing we did to Atea. But we can't fail to notice that I have my game on English, but the thingy is almost certainly the German name for it. But as we are helping him, and hopefully that means you get to survive.
Hanging in there?
I can't hold him back much longer. We're running out of time. Well, that's a problem.
No, why can't I find him? Why?
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from the stone, Mualani.
I already tried, but the power of the abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with an invisible rope.
I mean, obviously, it was his good friend from his.
We have no choice. I'm sorry, Seed Molly.
Are you going to destroy the stone?
Get back!
No, probably don't do that.
Chaska, wait!
And he did. And she did.
What happened just now? It looked like the spirit speaker stone was...
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way to stop it was to destroy it.
Well, somewhat you've taken care of it.
You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion. You might feel dizzy for a while, but that's normal.
And I feel bad for the other guy.
Next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to dodge it in time.
I feel bad for him. Because obviously that would have been like really his only solution, I guess.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has your reflexes, Chaska. We were this close to getting dragged into the explosion.
Yeah, but what about Richama?
Okay, I'll be more careful next time.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Wait, where's Vichama?
I mean, it was literally right next to it, so what do you expect?
Vichama!
It does kind of look like it's still in one piece, but it has lost its sparkling.
I couldn't find Nako's ancient name. It must be completely gone by now. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, I knew there was a slim chance, but still.
Okay, now he has survived, but unfortunately with bad news, of course.
And now... it's too late to save him. From the minute he left that day, it was already too late.
I mean, I hope this gives him a conclusion, but it does feel like he has... It's deeply ingrained into him.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just give him some space.
Yeah, he probably has.
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama? It looks like something's glowing.
Wait, hang on.
This is...
Oh. Is it inside? Did you manage to get it in just the right time or last second?
Malco, got any strength left?
Not enough to swing a sword, but to say a few last words. Sure.
And we do have a flashback now, and does look like he might have a final shot.
I never thought I'd actually die on this mission. Not that I'm afraid to die. It's just hard.
I mean, of course they do know that
my mom's face when she hears
their whole party did not make it, so they will not be resurrected.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. My parents died a long time ago. They won't have to mourn me. Pisak.
I do wonder, like, how in the second part of it will work. Like, how do we actually find Kachina, and in this case Malco as well?
Maybe you're right. Maybe no one will get to hear our last words. But just in case.
Well, we get to hear them, but I don't think you'll have more for much longer.
I'm so glad you didn't come with us.
Oh!
Don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
And I would hope those silent sentences do end up encouraging him. And yet there's...
Was
Okay,
that
never mind.
a memory?
There's no ancient name to be found, but at least the final moments.
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Yep, feeling any better? I would hope so.
Of course. Seeing him, hearing his voice again, it makes me unbelievably happy. But it also brings with it an even deeper pain.
How about you don't?
A deeper pain? Why?
Because you should probably carry on. Well, or it'd be best if you
Marco
do
was always the
that.
type to put on a brave face. But in that memory just now, his hands were shaking.
Because it's not like he can carry on in Samba for the next 50 years.
For all these years, I regretted not being able to fight alongside him to the end. And now I know, at the end of his life, he was thinking the same thing.
Bichama.
I'm fine. Actually, I heard Chief Wina wasn't really on board with your plan to go to the Night
Yep,
Kingdom.
he definitely wasn't. Or he definitely isn't, rather.
When you asked for my help, I hesitated too. I knew helping you find your friend's ancient name meant leading you one step closer to danger.
I mean, at the same time, well, I guess now it's a problem, because if it happens again, we wouldn't be able to, you know... We wouldn't be able to find it after all, so that'll be a problem. But let's hope it never happens again, or we don't run into the same issue
Everyone has regrets in life.
again.
Not everyone gets the chance to make up for them. Once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable qualities as warriors. In that sense, we might as well choose the braver path from the very beginning.
More courageous way? Or you mean fighting while injured?
If I could do it all over again, I would have followed Malco to the front lines no matter what. Even with an injured leg, there were still things I could have done.
But things have happened.
That way, even if the outcome stayed the same, I still
Although,
would have
yeah, I
fought alongside him
guess
to the end.
if you look at that way, that would have been the end.
There are critical junctures in life, and if you don't seize the chance to act, there's no going back. That's something I had to learn in hindsight. But you're still at the crossroads of your journey, so I hope you can walk away without regrets.
And I hope we do end up finding Kachina.
Thank you, Vichama. I feel even more determined now. Kachina will come back to us. I'll make sure of it.
Hopefully. Maybe even in this version, we'll see. We still have plenty of Act 2 to go, I believe.
And I intend to keep that promise.
That's good to hear. Strange. My body, it's...
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though the Traveler possesses powers of purification, the corrosion can never be fully eradicated.
Oh, so I guess he's gonna suffer from the same fate as Atia.
Thanks to him, though, you were only briefly exposed. Slowing your breathing and controlling your emotions should help you keep the symptoms in check.
Okay, well that's slightly concerning if I would be him, but... It could have been worse. Presumably.
That does make me feel better. You seem very knowledgeable about all this.
She might be experiencing the same thing. We'll find out
Just speaking
soon.
from experience, that's all.
I guess she is.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name.
Kind of feels like it's more common in Natlan. I believe that's the first time we really ran into it much.
Oh, and apologize for destroying the Spirit Speaker Stone. We had no choice, though, so he'll probably understand. Right?
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one. Well, time to go back down, I guess, and see what he's going to tell us. And in the meanwhile, we're switching back to someone else.
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like that? I don't know what you want from me.
The stone or something, I don't know.
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle Wina. I can hear it in your voice.
She wasn't the great of it.
Honestly, it's just one thing after another with you two.
Or she...
They're back.
Uh-oh.
Koichi, what are you doing here?
Oh.
Don't play dumb with your own sister. You know.
Is she gonna, like, try and get her to not do it? Probably.
My apologies, everyone. I just need to borrow Chaska for a few minutes. You come with me.
Oh yeah, someone's slightly mad. Uh-oh.
I'll be just a moment.
Someone's getting some stern talking, probably sister.
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's kind of a long story.
Wait, you did call herself Chaska's sister just now? But it feels like there's more to the story.
My story to tell, but I guess it's not a secret. You see, Chaska was actually raised by cuckoo sores.
Okay, that can happen.
She was afflicted with a
Good to
rare
know.
disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result. The Abyss found her out there, all on her own, and tried to devour her. But in the end, all that did was trigger her will to live. That strength of will pushed her to survive, but it also planted a seed of conflict within her. Eventually, she was adopted by the cuckoo source. Wherever they went, she followed, getting into fights right and left.
Okay, so it really does feel like everyone has a history with the Abyss, even more than the other regions.
Paimon can totally imagine that.
Well, when Chaska finally returned to human society,
Wait, why does Natlan feel like Abyss epicenter? Like, it's not like we ran into Abyss nowhere else. But it does really feel like the Abyss is a lot more focused on Natlan for some reason.
Ah, I remember those days. One of those fights was
I wonder what's up
definitely
with that.
me. But, you know, kids. You're fighting one minute and your friend's the next. Eventually, she found a way to rein in that desire to fight. And now she's who people call to resolve conflicts. She's known as the Peacemaker.
Okay, so what about the other sister?
It sounds like she still argues with Koichi, though. Don't siblings usually stop fighting when they get older?
I guess not necessarily. Couldn't
That's partly my
say
fault.
that.
Koichi asked me to stop Chaska from doing anything dangerous, but you probably know by now, once Chaska makes up her mind, there's no changing it.
And I guess that's what they're about to, like, argue about.
Oh, I get it. No wonder you tried to talk us out of going to the Night Kingdom. Chaska even said that wasn't like you.
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young, because by the time you're my age, you couldn't attempt something like that even if you wanted to. Better try now than live with regrets later. That's what I say. Still, I can understand where Koichi's coming from. In the end, nobody wants to sit back and let a loved one put their life on the line.
Yeah. So, perfectly understandable that she is obviously worried and trying to get her to not do it.
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have 1 minute to explain yourself.
Exactly 1 minute.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but you should know I only do what's necessary.
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the Night Kingdom behind my back and then play it down as if it's just a trip abroad.
Yeah, it's a bit of a special trip, to say the least.
Well, technically I am going abroad, right?
Technically it is.
Again with the excuses.
Can't argue with that, though. But obviously she is concerned.
Didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something urgent, you can only engage in level 2 danger and below. You can only go up to level 3 if a situation is so dire there's absolutely no alternative. But a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know what is. And you were just going to sneak into the place without saying anything.
She's gonna go anyway, though, isn't she?
What do you mean, sneak into the place? I always planned on walking in there with my head held high.
Like, I mean, she means sneaking in from her perspective.
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you? He promised me he'd stop you from doing anything dangerous. Oh, it's like he didn't even try.
No, he definitely did, but he knew it was, Or maybe she doesn't know who we are. Maybe, who knows?
Back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up, and there was nothing he could have done? Not even by force.
And that's more like what happened.
Oh, I knew it! So he did try to say something, but you didn't listen.
This is important. If you were in my shoes, you'd make the same decision.
You don't know that? I'm a doctor, and I handle logistics. If you're going to waltz into a dangerous situation where you could lose control at any moment, it's my duty to say something.
Would she become playable at some point? I would say no.
Alright, whatever. Anything else?
She's not... I think you can really tell like who becomes playable or not. I noticed that I just go on a completely off tangent, but there's that.
What do you mean, anything else? Why don't you reflect on what you've done and promise me you'll stay put?
No, she won't do that.
Time out. Is this one of our normal arguments or a serious one?
I would suspect it's more serious because she's actually worried.
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Nope.
Then you need to know something. What happened to Kachina was partially my fault. I can't leave her there to die.
Okay.
That's not who I am.
What exactly happened?
But the person you become when you lose control, that's also...
I would like to know what exactly happened between them all.
That's a different issue. You said it yourself. A person is only as good as their morals. If I want to live in Natlan, I need to display qualities that make me worthy of this nation.
Nope.
I've also told you that managing your condition is equally important.
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. Alright, let's stop this here. If we keep going, I might actually have to get serious. And I think Wina prefers his roof attached to his house.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure anyone would prefer that, you know?
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Koichi! Younger sisters are supposed to listen to their elders.
I mean, it does make sense she is concerned, like, you know. I'm not complaining about, like, you shouldn't complain about that.
So, you're really going to go?
But I mean, as you know, she has, if she has decided she will go, she will go.
Sister.
Then support me. I'll be back. All you have to do is wait.
Chaska.
I guess we'll see.
So, that's it. Why'd you have to turn out to be so darn annoying?
Well, hopefully she'll return, but I'm pretty sure she will. Because otherwise, you'll have an issue.
Something else.
Something you wanted to say?
I guess not anymore.
I know you aren't related by blood, but you two sure are similar.
Really?
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted the exact same way, down to the very tone of voice.
The name pronunciation is very interesting, to say the least.
It's not my place to get involved, but I will say this. Try to spend a little more time with your sister. You're tough kids. That doesn't mean you have to go it alone.
Thank you.
Anytime. All right. If you're done with the Spirit Speaker Stone, you might as well hand it over. According to Kinich, it's an important ceremonial artifact, so it'd be safer to keep it with me.
Yeah, about that one. Yeah, we had a bit of an issue.
If only Tonegif Bard was here, he could have repaired it just like the Holy Liar.
Oh yeah, that's a bit of a flashback.
It might be in a few more pieces than you remember.
Just might.
Huh?
Well, I guess we're gonna have to explain what happened.
I see. Sounds like it was an urgent situation.
It does look like it's still in two pieces, you
If
know,
someone's
but
life was on the line, then you had no choice.
because obviously those were floating like between each other.
Still, Citlali's going to be a nightmare to deal with now that you've broken her stuff. I'll explain everything to her later.
I mean, surely she can make another one? Hopefully?
Stay safe out
Maybe.
there in the Night Kingdom.
We'll see.
okay? I'll wait here for your safe return.
Well, we have picked up the ancient name, and I guess it's now time to go back to Mavika and return it, or well, not return it, to basically start what we need to do. Well, I actually kind of like this. It looks like the Scions of the Canopy have basically the perfect spot to look at the stadium, which is quite nice to say the least. And yeah, I mean, honestly, actually let's start. Let's see. I can talk with you. If only I could make friends with the fighters of the Flow Feather Clan or the Fluffy Cogosaurs. You want it? Then work for it. That's true, but as you already know, most members of the Flow Feather Clan enjoy flying in the sky on their Cogosaurus friends. It's hard enough to see one on the ground, much less set up a meeting. But now that I think about it, both the Scions of the Canopy and the Flow Feather Clan like high places, and have a pretty good relationship with one another. Which means I shouldn't give up just yet. Is it a good thing that I'm not afraid of heights? Next time I'll try to travel like with a hot air balloon and go even further up. Heading for the high ground? Oh, well said. To continually challenge yourself is also a way to complete with your past self. And we picked something up.
Touching a Kukusaur sure isn't easy.
We picked up some talent material. Anyway, let's fly down. We have a little bit more stamina than usual now. Let's see. Well, I was a visit to the Scions of the Canopy. Didn't notice that they were up here. Although to be fair, now that I look at it, it kind of looks like it's a lot less, like... It's starting to look a lot less bigger than I thought it would be. So, there's that. The settlements in Teviat are usually kind of small regardless, so there's that. Well, I guess it's time to visit the Night Kingdom for real now. We probably... Actually, let's see, could we fly directly? I feel like the stamina may not reach. I think the stamina might not be enough, but we'll see. Yeah, it's not enough. I gotta abort. It won't be enough. And it won't. Yep. Well, that's a problem. Actually, maybe I should be able to climb up here again, I guess. I don't think there's a quick way to do it. Yeah. I guess let's just walk back up here. Or like climb, not walk, of course. Do we have enough? Oh, barely. Yep, there we go. Just barely enough stamina. No, I think... Yeah, I just climbed this. I just climbed this path. And there we go. Right. Oh, sorry. There we go. Now here's the thing. let's carry on then. Yep, let's go to the stadium and let's see, talk to Mabuka again. Maybe she has something to tell us. I mean, we also get to know what happened, probably? Hopefully. Well, there's the ancient flame. I mean, like, at least we can now return the, or not return realistically. Because we are not returning the name, of course. It's still Kachina's. Alright, let's see though. Where do we have to go? That'll be some question. And it looks like the floor was already fixed. Yeah, someone has fixed the floor. Quite impressive to say the least. Nope, not this way, I guess. Wait, where's the water here? I mean, I guess if you burn yourself, you can't jump in, or if you're on fire. Well, we're back here. It's been a while since we've been last here. And here we entered the very inn, but that's not where we want to go. And on the second, I did accidentally stumble upon the chamber of the speaker's chamber. But where is it? Where do we have to go? This path, perhaps? I think it might be. No, that's where the blacksmith is. Never mind. Oh wait, no mind. I forgot there is a path up here. Let's see, maybe this will get us to the where we need to go. Hopefully. And now we're outside. Just slightly annoying. This is not where I'm supposed to be going. Too unfair. Okay, does this actually lead us to where I need to go? Hello, Catherine. I think maybe? Okay, I know this is the path to this. So this is not where I have to go. Hang on. Where the hell was the... It was higher. That's where I have to go is higher. So it's on this floor. Oh, I see. Couldn't you have done that earlier? And... Wait, what? Where's it trying to point me towards? Well, that's a strange route. Oh, it was up here. Yeah, there we go. It was up here. I see. Well, now mind then. There you go. We have arrived.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
We're gonna ask what happened at the stadium.
Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
Yeah, we now learned that the Fatuis are also involved in here somewhere.
Them causing trouble.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
Of course they would. Is there a way for her to regain her power?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble.
Well, that's certainly concerning.
Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. With multiple factions closing in, there's nothing comforting about the situation we're facing. Still, all you need to do is focus on your goal. You can leave the complicated matters to me.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help
Okay,
you
I guess
wherever
that's,
I can.
I guess she'll jump in as the fourth person, or she'll? She? Not sure which she is.
There's no need to be so modest, Dion-san. Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact. You're the pride of your tribe.
Archon, I'm sorry about before. You have so much on your plate, so much that you have to worry about. But all I could do was focus
Alright,
on my
and
own
basically the only
feelings.
thing we can do is, I guess, jump in what we have to do.
Nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions, myself included. Your reaction to Kachina's disappearance, I understand that feeling very well. Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down. Follow me.
Well, let's see. That's a nice looking room.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
It is indeed.
Good eye. This is where I store all the various mementos I've collected.
Whoa. I've never seen this place before. There's so many things in here.
It looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting them must have taken a lot of effort.
Yep, almost certainly.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone grows up listening to the stories of
Does this also carry over to like each of the Archons?
And physical items do a far better job of preserving those stories than our own memory.
And yeah, definitely.
Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, so feel free to take a look around in the meantime.
Oh yeah, we definitely will.
If you're curious about an item, I'm more than willing to tell you about its origins.
Yeah, you're gonna have to answer a lot of questions. Alright, well, let's see. We do have a bunch of shiny things around. Well, let's go clockwise, I guess. Chaska's looking at something, at a few of those items.
Like
flowers. I wasn't sure if it's flowers or something else. I guess you would expect the Pyro Archon to be more, to be a lot more, like angry, but she's certainly not. Observe.
Hey, there's a fishing rod here. It must have belonged to the people of the springs.
And Mualani certainly knows something about it,
belongs
probably.
to a legendary fisherman named Matavaru. I have his entire set of fishing equipment, actually.
Oh?
He and I met in a tavern. He told me about a particular kind of giant fish and his meticulous plan to catch it.
And you helped him out?
In his eyes, I saw a hunger and a strong fighting spirit. To him, the sea was the battlefield upon which he staked his honor.
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered in scars. It turned out the fish he sought had been corroded by the abyss.
Yeah, looks like everything's not going too fine.
He managed to kill the fish, but sustained a serious injury in the process, which meant he could never go deep-sea fishing again.
And I guess that's why you have this equipment.
Can a fisherman claim victory if he fails to bring back his catch? That's what he asked me in the end.
Probably not, if you think about it.
Well, Paimon thinks he won.
Yeah, he has killed it, so I guess he has taken the catch, but... Oh, to be honest, that's a philosophical question, I think. Not really answered to, I guess.
The experience was far more valuable than the prize itself. In the end, he didn't want his tools to go to waste, so he gave them to me.
Are they now chilling and not really being used for fishing?
That means you also know how to fish.
Or maybe she does?
Maybe we can go head to head sometime.
Well, that sounds cool. Didn't expect Marika to be such a lovely person. What does Mulani say about?
Looks familiar.
Well, we just heard about what the reason for it that is. Observe talisman. Well, we know that this is Atia's. Maybe Marika has more input to it.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already. Atea was rarely ever without it. The talisman brought her a lot of luck in battle.
Yeah, I guess we don't get to hear much more of it, unfortunately. Would have liked to hear more backstories. Let's talk to Marika the last. Let's go through the other stuff first.
There are so many jars and potions around here. Do they have anything to do with alchemy?
No, those belong to the masters of the Night Wind. They're ceremonial tools used to amplify the ability to communicate with the Night Kingdom.
I do wonder how Marika feels, would feel like in real. It's like, yes, to prepare something, but we keep asking her stuff. That's surely annoying, isn't it?
Yamaya is an expert in this field, and she taught me a lot. Even though she
like, surely we were annoying.
And serious,
but at the same time, it's good to hear all that stuff.
The tools you see here are quite traditional. Her students found them outdated, so she passed them on to me. The contents of the jars aren't all that special. Oh, except the big jar in the middle. That's what she really wanted to give me.
Oh?
Ooh, must be something really cool. What's inside?
Grape juice.
Oh.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although probably expired by now.
Yeah, probably. I mean, Paimon, you can taste it if you want, but I don't think I wouldn't recommend it, probably. And Jensen has spotted something as well, it appears.
Make sure to handle everything with care. This cup, for example, it's heavier than it looks.
Which cup? Oh. Oh. I accidentally left click. Well, luckily nothing can be broken by just simply us using our sword.
Whoa, that belt is bigger than Paimon's head.
Is that the pilgrimage winning from Marika? I mean, it was previously said that the Pyramid Archon would, you know, be fought again or like the title of Pyramid Archon would be fought for in the pilgrimage as well.
The Collective of Plenty are known for their bodybuilding competitions and contests of strength.
Okay, never mind. It's not about the pilgrimage.
Within the tribe. The association with strength might also have been the reason the original belt was extremely heavy. It was difficult for even 2 people to lift.
So they gave it to Marika and made another one?
And even if a warrior had the strength to put it on, wearing it for any length of time would still leave them gasping for breath.
Sounds like it.
So the owner of the original belt, Kitera, commissioned a craftsman to make a copy identical in appearance but far lighter in weight. That is the belt you see before you.
Oh, okay.
He would often wear this version when training in order to protect his waist.
Or he made a lighter version so he could wear it all the time and show it off.
Yeah, that's also probably a reason. Right. Unfortunately, we can't ask for anything else, I believe. Oh. Yeah, we can't ask for anything else. Well, yeah, she has plenty of items around. Weren't we able to just, like, get outside earlier? I believe so, yes. Well, anyway, time to carry on.
The powder still needs some time to settle, so let's wait a little longer. Well, what do you think of my collection? Do you feel like you have a better understanding of Natlan's culture now?
Not sure, to be honest.
Yeah, if each item represents a different story, seems like Natlan's
Oh yeah,
really
definitely.
been through a lot.
There's definitely a lot going through Natlan.
Does item hold a special special
happening
memory,
in Natlan.
just like Atea's talisman?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient names passed down among the tribes. They demonstrate the true shape of time.
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. We cannot change the past or predict the future. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the past, present, and future all exist at once.
At once?
Huh?
Paimon's not sure she understands.
Actually true, you know, with like science and stuff.
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you say was the most important?
Yeah, I think it's hard to pick out any one of them. So yeah, all of them.
Exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way don't cease to exist. They become part of who you are. Take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions, and eventually arrive at a very different destination. The
Yeah,
future
makes
is
sense.
the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. We just lack the means to perceive it. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it by a different name. Fate. You're quite familiar with that concept, I would imagine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we heard it a bunch of times already, although... Yeah, not just in this game.
That does kinda make sense. The future hasn't happened, but already exists.
Yep.
Humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past and neglect the future.
So ancient names record the past, that they
While
do
the
indeed.
pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future. Only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras can we fight back against an enemy as formidable as the Abyss.
And as we look at all these banners from all the various clans, or tribes,
The first
I keep
Pyro
calling them
Archon
clans, but I
must possess
think
a
they're
level
more
of
like
insight
tribes.
I can only imagine.
So the first Pyro Archon created the rules of Natlan.
That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the divine throne, he used it to borrow power from the heavens and establish the rules of Natlan. Namely, a framework through which ordinary people can ascend to Archonhood.
Which Mabuka, for example, did, I guess. And that's what the whole pilgrimage thing.
By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends to the divine throne, their inner flame will awaken. In addition, the sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land. After all, that's how I came to know everything I just told you.
So, it all comes down to the power of the divine throne and the rules. Wait, is that a family portrait?
Looks like something.
Yes, that's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little Saurians we raised.
And I'm guessing Mabuka already has Pyro Archon? I'm guessing?
I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really
I wonder what happened. I fear that those news would not be too good.
as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it kind of makes sense now.
True.
It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is Paimon allowed to say that?
I think the Pyro Archon is one of the least one of the archons that would argue the least amount of it.
A little late for that question, don't you think?
And that's indeed true, yeah?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon's mouth works faster than her brain sometimes!
Yep.
It's alright. I'd never get upset over something like that. No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. I'm forever proud of the life I used to lead. Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of responsibilities, so it impacts how often you get to see them.
But they still exist? Hopefully.
My father made the most delicious stew, so my sister would often bring me a large pot of his cooking, and we would sit on a blanket and eat it together. One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the Scions you were raising ran into the room and knocked over the entire pot.
Oh no.
My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, they
And hopefully they learn to never do it again.
I still remember the way they laid there,
Hopefully.
sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess. It was frustrating, but in the end, all I could do was comfort my sister and move on.
Wow.
Okay, from just like that, I mean, as long as they learn off of it, there's no issue with that.
Isn't that what being a family is all about? I think about that story a lot, actually. As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation, and experiences like that, they remind me exactly what I'm trying to protect.
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all grown up by now, right?
Why do I feel like we're about to hear some sad stories again?
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and crafted many beautiful works of art. Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Ian-san, Mulani, Chaska, over here, please. Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin.
Well, and I guess it'll be time to find out what exactly will happen. I just realized something. I would like to put a break here, because I believe it'll carry on too much and we'll cross over the limit I had set myself. And well, anyway, so that's something we'll see next week. I believe there will be one stream next week, only one though. I'll be busy with some other projects and work, but yeah, we'll find out what is happening exactly to Kachina and so on. Hopefully we'll figure out what's happening. We'll be able to retrieve her. I would hope so, certainly. And yeah. Anyway, if you enjoyed the stream, then please leave a follow, subscribe wherever you are watching. And yeah, next stream will be as soon as possible. Or the schedule will be as soon as possible. Look out for Discord, Mastodon, and so on. There will be also a YouTube community post, of course, with the schedule as soon as I have it available, of course, as well. And yeah, anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you around next week for the next stream. And until then, I wish you a nice rest of the day.